So today I want to talk to you about, I want to remind you about why you need to keep praying. Yes, I want to remind you why you need to keep praying. Now if you look at Luke 18:1, Jesus said, men ought always to pray, not to faint. And with that statement, he goes further to give the story, the parable of the widow who was approaching the unjust judge. The judge who neither fear, not unjust judge, a judge who neither fear man or regard God, for the judge to avenge her. Now, that story talks about how consistent the woman was just to make sure her prayers were answered. Because at the end of the day, the judge actually answered her petition and avenged her as she wanted. Now, I want to give you the reason from another perspective, from another story, and that is from the book of Daniel 10. Now, in Daniel 10, Daniel set out to fast for 21 days, and in that fast for 21 days, he prayed. Now, at the end of the 24th day, that was when the prayer came. That was when the angel came to him. That's when the angel came to him. Now, in that story, the angel told him, he said, the first day that you set out to pray, the answer to your prayer were given from heaven. He said, but he was withstood by the prince of Persia. Now, the prince of Persia was actually the powers, the demonic powers over the region of Persia where Daniel was in Babylon. Now, first of all, let's consider this. Daniel is not a man who sinned. In the whole of the book of Daniel, there was no mention of a point where Daniel actually walked wrong with God. He was always upright with God. Now, Daniel didn't sin for his prayer to be hindered. He was an upright man. Now, for the fact that you are born again, that you are a believer, is enough ground for the enemy to go against you, for the enemy to stand against your prayer. Daniel didn't sin for the enemy to have a legal ground to withstand his prayer. No, Daniel was an upright man. But for the fact that he's a righteous man was even the main reason why the demonic power had to stand against his prayer. So my question to you is my admonition to you is that the powers that stand against your prayer, there may be prayers you've made to God and the answer have been released, but the answer have not come to you. And the funny thing about one very striking thing about the book of Daniel was he set out to pray for 21 days, but the prayer got to him on the 24th day. What if Daniel actually gave up? Because Daniel was consistent in his prayer. He prayed all through, from the first day through the 21st day. He still kept praying till 24th day. So to me, I feel like if I'm to interpret or to look at the story in a way, I feel like his consistent prayer was actually what brought a reminder before God. Now God is omnipotent. God can see omniscient. He can see everything. But his constant prayer was actually what brought heaven's attention to what is happening in his region. Because for me, I feel like maybe before the throne of God, God may have seen that I could send an answer to this. Why are we receiving this sense of prayer from this guy? So we have to check and see that he has not gotten the prayer yet. So Michael has to go and intervene. That is my own way of looking at the picture of what happened. I'm not saying that is what happened, but that's my own way of looking at the picture of what happened. But the thing is this, what if Daniel actually give up praying? Maybe on the first day or after the 21st day that he didn't receive an answer, he just give up praying. It means that what he was praying for he will not actually get the answer to it. So to me, I feel like we give up too easily. And if we give up too easily in our own place of prayer, prayer has to be, you have to be consistent in prayer. Bishop, you pray like a particular popular saying said, push, pray until something happens. You pray until you see result, until you get the note of victory in your spirit, until you get a result. Elijah was a man of like passion, like the Bible said. He prayed until, in fact, what happened in that passage in the Old Testament was that Elijah prayed until he saw a hand of cloud in the cloud or something like that. He saw a hand in the cloud. Like he saw that rain is about coming. That was when he left the place of prayer. So, do you pray and give up too easily because you feel like your prayer have not been answered? Don't give up. At least even if you use the prayer of Daniel, the story of Daniel as a motivation to see the reason why you must keep up praying. Prayer is actually the oxygen of the believer. So keep up praying until you get the answer. Now the answer may not be the most favorable one to you, but at least you get an answer that validates or invalidates what you are praying for. Get an answer that says, yes, this is what I pray for, or no, that it turn it this way. Understand? So until I see you next time.